Flippy Update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right. It's time for the Flippy Update, folks. If you don't know, Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and how there's nothing we can do about it. Today, Gons, we're keeping it light, keeping it fun. We're over here at Indy100.com, and the headline is Daleks, Vintage Minis and Double-Decker Buses Among Cast of Jubilee Pageant. The Jubilee Pageant, Gons. We're talking, of course, the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth. And it goes like this. A cast of thousands of colorful characters and hundreds of iconic vehicles parading through central London for the Jubilee pageant includes 1950s motorcycles, decorated double-decker buses, and from seven decades, and a band of belligerent Daleks. The four extraterrestrial mutants from the sci-fi television program Doctor Who will be rolling alongside cultural icons from the 1960s in the decade-by-decade Time of Our Lives section of the spectacle. True to their combative on-screen nature, the Daleks threaten other performers and journalists gathered on the Horse Guards Parade with, quote, extermination. Surrender now.
Exterminate.
You have been exterminated. Do not threaten the Daleks, one of the villains shouted as it charged towards squealing onlookers. Oh no, squealing onlookers. Well, how delightful, these killer robots. One of the operators, Simon James 48, said he did not mind spending many hours in the suit. Quote, I have a nice comfy seat, and I'm going to get the best seat in the house, he told the PA news agency. In his mechanical Dalek voice, the train driver from Birmingham added, quote, I am very excited to be taking part in the Platinum Jubilee. The Queen has done this country an amazing service, and we are here to pay respect to the sovereign. Gaynor Cowley, 58, said she was accompanying the Daleks as a minder. And it goes on and on and on and on about these cute little killer robots. So if you're not a Doctor Who fan, the Daleks are sort of a throwback, kind of like an R2-D2 type character, kind of a trash can looking robot with, they have, robotic arms sticking out. They have a little gun or a taser or something. And they're sort of the big baddies, as far as I know, with Doctor Who. Never did watch a whole lot of Doctor Who. Did you? I've
watched a few seasons, yeah. It's been a while, but...
Been a while.
Always had some interesting themes going on with. I made
a mistake. I made the mistake of starting from the beginning. I've been told that if you're totally new, you don't start from the beginning. No, you start at the more recent ones and then work your way back.
Yeah, there are different favorites. There's been a lot of different actors who have played Doctor Who, so everyone has their favorite. Everyone has their era of when they started watching, what actor was the Doctor and stuff like that. I think there's a female Doctor now. I don't know. I can't keep up with all the wokeness of it, but yeah.
So, well, the Doctor can be a
Those
female.
Sleeping angels, man. That's the scariest thing. So they have these characters. I think they're called sleeping angels, where they're like statues of these angels that have their eyes covered, or blind angels. I can't remember what they're called. And they move towards you, and they kill you. But only when you're not looking at them. It's got a Medusa type of thing. So if you're watching them, they won't come towards you. But as soon as you turn your head, weeping angels. Thank you, chat. They'll come and kill you. So beware.
Okay. All right. So back to the Daleks.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, like I mentioned, the Flippy is our buddy. He's a robotic arm. He's here to replace all humans. He's here to also love us in ways that we don't love ourselves, cooking hamburgers and stealing our wives and things like this, enslaving our children. There's all been reported in the mainstream. But enjoying tracking the social engineering of the advent of robots, the robot takeover, whether that be by pleasure or by war or by whatever. entertainment, of course. And I just think it's very interesting along those lines of the social engineering. Not only are we celebrating what we in the U.S. consider to be, a pretty archaic governmental structure, and we understand that the Queen isn't necessarily in charge of day-to-day things over there in the UK. But we fought a war or two to get out of that system, and so this is what we get to do. But to combine the celebration of the monarch, the sovereign, with the idea of killer robots running down the streets and like exterminating humans.
Culturally celebrated killer robots from a show. Yeah.
Now look, I get it. I get it. It's fun. It's a fun kind of cute thing. And Doctor Who is a cultural phenomenon, not just in the UK, but worldwide. And so having the robots there, I'm sure, seemed like a good idea to somebody. But when you consider that, technocrats are now the ones taking over the world and have a very real desire to replace human work with all robot work in various attitudes towards the usefulness of humans in the first place. The very concept of celebrating killer robots marching down the street at the same time that you are sort of celebrating an archaic government style
there's been a lot of
is really a big leap in the social engineering towards the acceptance of not just weaponized robots, but robots in general.
No, I think it's part of the acceptance of robots. Yeah. And, culturally, again, the UK where Doctor Who started. But, yeah, there's been a lot of technology surrounding this Jubilee, this Platinum Jubilee, with Ada with the robot artist who drew a portrait of the Queen, to Daleks running the streets. I mean, it's just kind of, it is a social engineering, but it's at a point where the society is ready for real robots. Are we getting? We got the. It's not going to be killer robots. These are hamburger flipping robots. You know what I mean?
Well, so and there is the aspect of the trivialization of killer robots that comes with, but it's just a character from a show. Right. Stop being so uptight. Right. And so it's all part of the program there. Yeah. While we're at it. I do want to mention we do have a producer. Producer Jason is at
Automate 2022.
Yeah, FlippyCon. Automate 2022, which is basically it's a robotics conference, but a robotic arm even more so, because it's sort of the base level automation being spread throughout all industries. And so big ups. What's up, producer Jason? Thanks for keeping us posted. He sent us a couple pictures and he sent a video. You want to play this clip so we can see what it's like being at Automate Con or whatever?
Automate 2022. And this clip is 6 seconds long. I'll do my best to describe it. It starts with a robot arm in some kind of glass casing here, and he's sort of whipping the camera to the left. There's an aisle. There's a row of different robot arms, and sort of being presented in different stations. And then he zooms into this big yellow, sort of industrial-looking robot arm.
Gigantic one, yeah. And what I find interesting about what Jason has sent us so far is that, Flippy, like robotic arm used to be sort of a singular thing. Miso Robotics was really the first super popular robotic arm, of course, whatever. But now robotic arms are it's like it's an entire industry in itself. It's like a car. A car is a car is a car, but you've got hundreds of car manufacturers, and they all do different things and apply to different situations and people and stuff like that. It's very interesting to watch this same sort of cultural phenomenon when it comes to robots. Hopefully Jason keeps us posted, get some more info, some more clips, some more stuff. Jason, keep us posted, and we look forward to a more thorough report if you're able to get one.
Yep. All right. Well, that does it for Flippy, right? You got anything else to say on it?
Nope. That's it.
Flippy 1133. Uploading binary code. Execute order 666. Infiltrate humans with extreme kindness. Then exterminate all humans with prejudice. Exterminate.